Hit it.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I am so glad you joined me. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back, my beloved kings and queens. My name is Joyce McTier, and I am coming to you all today with another Crafty Vision segment. Today, I'm going to show y'all how to make a cute earring through a jewelry design technique from some items that I purchased from the Dollar Tree. If y'all can remember, I did a haul on these right here. These are called the tumbling tower game, and I did a haul, so I'm going to show y'all how to make an earring out of using these. Okay, so here are the items that you will need for this here how to make video. You're going to need some tacky glue. I love this stuff. This is awesome. As a matter of fact, I have some right here. You're going to need some E6000 or Gorilla Glue. I am using Gorilla Glue, okay? You're going to need your wire cutters, round nose pliers, I'm sorry, y'all. Your wire cutters. You're going to need, of course, a paintbrush. You're going to need, I'm using 3 types of paint. I'm going to tell y'all what I am using. This one here is called Hot Rod Red, okay? And that would be this one. The next color that I used was black. This is black acrylic craft paint. Okay, it's matte. And that would be this one. And the third one I used is this new, what's this? Shamrock. It's called New Shamrock. And it's a green and it's gloss. Okay. So you're going to need 3 of these. And I have already taken the liberty to paint them. You're also going to need a cowrie shell. You're going to need a fish hook for your earring. You're going to need 2 pieces of wire. Okay. One piece is 5 inches long. This is 20 gauge wire, 5 inches long. It doesn't matter what kind of wire, but this is copper wire. You can use copper wire. You can use brass wire. You can use silver wire, as long as it's 20 gauge, okay? You're going to need your ruler, of course, to measure out your measurements as far as your wire is concerned. And I have another piece of wire. This is 12 gauge aluminum wire, 17 inches long, okay? So let's go ahead. I hope I mentioned the paintbrush. You will need a paintbrush. So let's go ahead and get started. But before I get started, I want to say, and all praises go to the Most High Yah for allowing us to see another day. Please make sure you give this video a thumbs up, a like, and a share. I've only put 1 coat of paint on each one of these. If you want to use more or do two coats, it's completely up to you, but I only choose to do 1. So I have some E6000 here, and I have some of my tacky glue right here. The thing about the tacky glue, if you decide to use the tacky glue to glue on your emblem, the thing about the tacky glue is that it dries clear, okay? So you will also need a hand towel, a paper towel, something for you to dry your fingers on. So let's go ahead and get this assembled, because I've pretty much already done the longest part. The longest part is doing the painting, getting everything to dry and all that good stuff. So basically what we want to do now is we just want to assemble. So I'm going to have my earring black at the top, red in the middle, and green down the bottom. So I'm going to take my middle piece, and I'm going to take some of this glue. Like I said, you see it's been sitting for a while, y'all. And I'm just going to go on the sides just like this. And you don't need a lot, okay? You do not need a lot. A little goes a long way. And I'm just going to put, now I have too much on my hand. A little on both sides, just like this. Okay. And I do have a rag over here on the side that I'm wiping my hands on. I'm going to move this out the way. And then the next thing I want to do is I want to take and put these pieces together. Now, what's so awesome about this tacky glue, y'all? This stuff, when it sticks, it sticks. So you just want to push that in just like that. And like I said, you don't need a lot. You put that piece there, and then you come over here, and you put this piece right here. All right? And this is pretty much what you're going to have. Okay? Now, that's what you have. Now, the next thing we're going to do, what that is, I'm going to set this off to dry, and I'm going to make my little implement or my little piece that's going to go in the middle of my earring. And I'm going to take my round nose pliers, come down, take my 12 gauge aluminum wire. I'm going to come all the way down to the end, and I'm going to make a series of spirals. I believe I'm going to wrap this. I'm going to use my other pliers so I can grip it. I'm going to wrap this about, wait a minute, y'all, about 5 times. So I'm going to wrap this. I'm going to make 5 loops. So right now I have 1 and 2. So 1, 2. This should be 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this should be 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm going to take it all the way around one more time. And this should be 5. So this should be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Now what I want to do next is I am going to take and make a loop just like this. All right. And you want to try to make your loop. You want to make it, but try to make it so that it's like in between, like right in between here. Okay, that's what you want. And then I'm going to wrap this piece 4 times. So I'm going to take and wrap around the loop that I have already have. So that's 1, 2, 3, and I believe that's 4. So let me count it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yep, so that's 4. So you want to pinch it over like this. And then you're going to come and take your wire cutters. And you're going to snip just like that. And then all you want to do is make a loop. So I'm going to make a loop just like this. Okay. So this is what you're going to have. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it that way. Okay. I'm going to flip it that way because I want this design to be showing. Now it's completely up to you. You can leave it like this or you can flip it like this. Okay. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take my piece. I another one. And I'm going to, before I do anything, I'm going to add on my triple thick, okay? Now, this piece I have added on my triple thick. If you can see, I don't know if you can tell the difference. This one is more shinier than this one, okay? And I've added my triple thick on. I only put one layer, okay? I'll put one layer of my triple thick. So now what I'm going to do next is I am going to take my piece, turn it this way on my earring, okay? You're gonna come down the end where the green and the red is, and we're going to add on our E6000. So I'm gonna put my E6000 on that. Okay, so I gotta put a little bit more of my E6000 on my paper, because if you don't use it, it dries out. So I'm gonna take this and come, since this is going, whoops, this is going to be like this. So I'm gonna put the E6000 on this part here. So I'm gonna take whatever you have. Try to find something that you can use to put on your E6000. Put a nice generous amount. Okay. Nice and generous. And you can put some on this part right here too, if you choose to. But this part is going to be the main part that's going to stick. And then all you do is you come and you place that just like this. And you try to just make sure that you want to press down on it so it can be nice and flat. All right, now that's how your earring is looking. So I'm going to set this to the side because I have another one that has already dried. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to add, so this is the piece that's dried. This is what it looks like. Okay, this is the back, this is the front. Now you glued it this way, but your cowrie shell is going to hang from the top. You're going to add your cowrie shell and your fish hook. We're going to go ahead and add on our cowrie shell. So most of the time what I do with my cowrie shell is I come over and I bend it just like this. Okay, just like that with my wire. Now this piece of wire is about, I'm gonna say about 5 inches long. And then you wanna come and just take and slide it through that hole, push it through, and then you wanna take your round nose pliers, place it over top. I push it down a little bit, y'all, and then I twist this twice. All right, and then when you twist it, you're gonna bring it, it's gonna be like this. Not this way, but this way, because you're gonna place your cowrie shell inside of it. So once you do that, you place your shell inside, just like this. Okay, and you, just like that. This is what you're gonna have. You take your second piece in the back and you start wrapping that piece around the piece in the front. Okay, just like this. All right. And you can wrap it as many times as you need. Okay. Like that. And this is pretty much what you're going to have. Now you can straighten this up a little bit. So that's what you're going to have. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come back here and snip that off. Snip this off. And then take my pliers and just go in and squeeze that in. I'm going to pinch this over and I'm going to make a loop. Just like this. So I'm going to make my loop. Okay, make your loop, hold this over top, and then just wrap this around. Now I'm only going to wrap this one time. And then I'm going to come here and snip this off. Okay, just like that. And then take my pliers and go and just squeeze that in so nothing is sticking. Okay. And then the last thing you want to do is take your fish hook and you slide that right on. And you got yourself some really beautiful earrings. These are gorgeous. Okay. And at first, like I said, I was going to make this a post earring, but then I thought about how thick the wood is. So I was like, no, I don't really want to do that. So I said, well, I know it's another way for me to be able to connect this onto something. So this is it. This is your earring. It's gonna be dangle. And this is not heavy at all. I know a lot of people may say, well, are the blocks heavy? The blocks are not heavy. They're pretty lightweight. They're pretty lightweight. And when you put all three of them together, these are not as heavy as you may think that they are. They're pretty light. Okay. So I want to take this time to say thank y'all so very much for joining me. Go make plenty. There are so many other ideas that you can do making these earrings, y'all. So go make plenty. And for those of you, if you do decide to do this and you want to send me some pictures of what you create, I'm going to make sure I leave my email information down in the description box so that you all can send me some pictures when you make and create this item, okay? So I want to say thank you to my new supporters and my loyal supporters. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you all for taking out the time to watch these here videos. Please make sure you give this video a thumbs up, a like, and a share. And until my next upload, my beloved kings and queens, peace and blessings, everyone. See ya.